So how can we achieve our interest? That's key. Okay? So negotiation is actually psychology. It's more than just an intellectual approach towards creating, obtaining maximum value. It's about reading your negotiation partner, understanding what drives him, and using this to move him towards your desired outcome. So the best negotiators listen to their brains and their hearts. Psychology plays a very big role in negotiation tactics.
Psychology means it's kind of sort of you're going to show your dignity or
psychology means
establishment.
Psychology is more not only listening to what somebody says and trying to basically work with that, but also understanding what somebody thinks and what somebody feels. That is somebody's psychology. If you can do that, you become a much better negotiator.
It's kind of masculinity.
I don't see that analogy, but what can you explain what masculinity?
It's kind of show up.
Show off.
Yeah.
Show off. So
it's not show up. Show off.
Show off. Show off. So if you, that means that brag, like
that's right.
Right. That's show off. Show off.
In psychology, is okay. I have big power, or I'm smart.
Sometimes it's better if you are negotiating with a non-confrontational person who is insecure, then if you project big power, that other person might feel shied away from the deal and run away, and actually you are not getting a deal. So in that case, if you understand that this person is very uncomfortable about people who project power, this happens, for example, with women. If you are going to project power toward women, some women respond extremely bad, and they will be gone.
Okay.
So in that case, thank you for reminding me.
Okay, go ahead.
So that in that case, it's better to use your psychological powers and say, okay, this person feels this, is motivated by
it's kind of a Confucianism teaching psychology. Listen to your customer.
Right, and not only listen what he says, but try to understand what he feels.
Exactly.
What he
try to understand
what he's thinking, what drives him. Maybe he's not even thinking that, but he's feeling that.
This is what you want to say, right?
Right.
Negotiation tactics, the first step is listen from your customer.
Right. Really try to understand not only his words, but also what he's really feeling. So in Western,
dig into his what is in his mind, dig into a true request to the mind. So we need to, before offering our offer, listen.
Right. Exactly. So actually, in the Western negotiation delegations, the teams that do negotiations, there's very often there is a one person who usually doesn't speak at all. He's just there to observe, to see the dynamics as they go on.
Seller, you're talking about?
Seller or buyer, doesn't matter. In big negotiations, so big company to company negotiations, there is very often, you have teams, right? And there's very often a person there who doesn't speak, who is just there to observe the dynamics. How is this person feeling? How did he respond? What kind of feeling do I get from their position on certain issues? What is a deal breaker for them? So one by one, you're trying to make a psychological inventory of the other side. What is the dynamics among the group? Are they in a hurry? Are they not in a hurry? Are they going to be firm on this issue or not? Are they happy? Do they run out of time? Or do they have all the time in the world? What is really important to them? And you're trying to observe that. That's why people, they don't talk. They just listen and observe and look at body language, about intonation, about how they responded, volume, all these things. So these kind of people are there. They're more or less professionals in reading what the other side is
Just
thinking.
you said best negotiator listen to their brains and their
Right,
hearts.
their hearts. Yeah.
Right.
Right. Okay. So this is to give you an idea of negotiation tactics. Negotiation tactics are basically those are what we just talked about are interests. That those are higher level things, but tactics is a way that you are actually going to approach your negotiation. You can take certain different approach, and it's good to recognize these approaches. And it also gives you a little bit of an interest about value, how to negotiate on value. So, tactics. One of the tactics is to take extreme demands followed by small, slow concessions. You see that a lot. By extreme demands, for example, in the Middle East, they have a reputation of being hard bargainers. And usually when for example, if you go to Egypt or you go to the Middle East and you are just on holiday and you would mind to step into a carpet shop, you can be sure that the salesperson there will ask at least twice the price that he really wants to have for the carpet. So this is a negotiation tactic that is very common in the Middle East.
What they offer? What did they offer? 3 times.
So the price that they ask for their carpet is 2-3 times higher than what they really want to have for that.
But you said small, slow concession.
Yes, so they will not immediately say, "Oh, I'll give you half price." No, I can give you. You're such a hard negotiator. I will give you 5% off. But you're killing me. You need to play along. He said 5%. You got to be kidding me. No. I can only pay you go way below that price, and you only offer like 20% of the price that they're asking for. And you walk out and say, no, don't go. I will make you tea. So that negotiation will go on. There's a long negotiation on price.
But why did you say by small, slow
concessions? Yeah, that's a negotiation strategy.
But you said the Egypt is 3 times, and
yeah, that's a very extreme demand, and they take the time. They have all day to negotiate.
But not small, big concession.
No. If that's the case, then they would very quickly make a deal. No, they don't make a quick concession.
I have a question for this. What you said, the Egypt case.
Right.
I'm not many times go overseas and Asia Pacific and buy something. China the same. And if I can negotiate the price, and if I do know the real retail price, at this case I can confident. Okay, this is 1,000 RMB or this 1,000. This 200. If I know the real price, okay, I can buy 200. But many cases I don't know real price.
Exactly.
What can I do for that?
So, well, in that case, you can only ask yourself, what is my bet now? Can I get it cheaper in Japan or not? And what is it worth to me? That is what most people ultimately need to do. Okay, so what would that carpet actually be worth to me? How bad do I want it in my house? And then set a price for yourself. But you need to make time.
You should recognize best alternative.
Right, that's very important. So it better go to another carpet shop and say, but the problem there is that everybody will ask 3 times what they want for their carpet. That's the deal.
Oh, same experience I had for the recruiting company. I visited 4 or 5 times, and then I get to know the real fact. They are paying money and how much money they will get, and what is the normal price they are going to offer me. I understand.
Right.
This is partner.
Right, that's your partner. That's basically, okay, come on, this is the market price. This is what's normal there. And maybe if you have something special, we can have a little markup on the price, but I can get it anywhere else, so you can easily walk out. But
And the last meeting, he's offered, client, we're going to pay for you 200,000 Japanese yen for the 6 or 7 times customer, supporting for that supporting for them. 6 or 7 times, 200,000. I told him no. He asked me, how much do you want? No, it's twice a month, and each time for hours, and I need 350,000. And you can get 50%, so it means you need over 700,000. Huh?
right.
His eyes looks like a dot.
So that's when he kicked you out.
This is Batman.
So Batna is basically, if you have an offer from somebody else, not for 300,000 but for 400,000, then you don't have to make any concessions below 400,000. But you can start somewhere. If you have this, you can say, I'm not going to take it, but if you come back, then you will have a.
He told with confidence, I introduced 5,000 clients before in my experience.
5,000? How many per year?
I don't know.
How many per day? That's 5,000. That sounds like a lot.
Look, I told them, you're a lucky company.
Right.